I'm all for parents teaching their kids the value of a dollar, because teaching, kids the value of a dollar, it not only helps them understand, saving money and spending it, and the difference between need and wants, and of course, it helps them build character, so people say, and it also helps them learn, earning, discipline, and okay, if you want that, you need to do this, punishment and reward kind of thing, and I'm all for that. I'm all for being taught the value of a dollar, but what I have a pet peeve of is when, you can't tell someone how to spend their money, especially when the money that they have is the money they worked for. Unless you're some sort of financial advisor or a bookkeeper or an accountant, unless you're one of those things, and it's your job to tell your client, hey, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you can't be doing this, it's doing that, if you want your business to stay afloat, or if you're trying to have an asset for your business and you're not able to do so, things like that. But if you worked hard for your money, you're the one working for it, and you don't have a financial assistant or advisor or any of that sort, and yet you didn't hire anyone to do that job, then no one should be telling you what to do with your money, how to spend it, how to save it. No. It's your money. Use it when you need it. But, I kind of do hate that when parents tell their kids how to spend their money. And it's not like, hey, don't you think you should save it? Because if you save it, you can get more, you can work up towards, saving for the toy, or, or something. Like, for example, if I wanted to save up to get, a life-size Gundam action figure that's like 6 feet tall, and I have enough for it, I'm going to buy it. It shouldn't matter how I spend my money or not. It's my money. I can do what I want with it. If I want to save it, I'll save it. If I want to spend it, I'll spend it. If I want to use that money to pay whatever bill I need to pay, I'll use that money to pay whatever bill I need to pay. My dad would always give me a hard time, go, you should pay yourself first, and then blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm sorry, Dad, but when you have bills that are a top priority, and that one paycheck you get for that week, and all the bills are due that week, you better believe I'm going to use that money to pay for those bills. I'm sorry, you can't always pay yourself first. And even if I did pay myself first, I'm going to use what money is left over and use that towards whether it's paying off my credit card or buying something that I've been wanting, I always hated that. He goes, oh, shouldn't you invest this, invest that? Or, how come you have this much money in your... It's none of your business. You don't tell me how to spend my money. My money is my money. My money is not your money. No. You pay attention to how you spend your money, what you do with your money, and I'll pay attention to what I'm going to do with my money. My money. I worked hard. I worked my ass off for that money. So I'm going to do what I want with it, what I want, when I want. But like I said, I'm all for parents teaching their kids the value of a dollar. It's just I have a huge pet peeve of people telling other people how to spend their money. I hate that. Yes, do I feel like some people make bad decisions with money? Yes. Do I feel like sometimes they can be careless and irresponsible with money? Yes. But unless you have your priorities in a row, your ducks in a row, and you know what bill needs to be paid, when it needs to pay, how much it needs to be paid for, and you can do all that stuff, it really shouldn't matter when all is said and done, it shouldn't matter how you spend the rest of your money later. It really shouldn't matter. you know, I would say be responsible with your money. That's what I would say. But like I said, I really hate it, especially when parents tell their kids how to spend their money, especially when the money's not theirs. And the reason why I say this is because this actually happened twice right before my eyes. I used to work in a toy store. And at this toy store, we sold Minecraft merchandise. And the particular Minecraft merchandise that everybody wanted was the Ender Dragon, I believe. The big sucker. And honestly, the store I worked at loved to overprice everything. Because if you went shopping for that same... If you went online for that same item, you will find it for totally cheaper. Totally cheaper. But anywho, that's what was wanted. A little girl wanted the Ender Dragon. And she was going to use her money to buy the Ender Dragon. So she had the amount that it cost plus tax so far. And she went up to her dad and said, okay, Daddy, I'm ready to purchase this now. Dad basically told her, no, you can't have that. She goes, why? He goes, you're not getting it. And she goes, but it's my money. I have money for it. I can do what I want with it. He goes, no, you're not getting it. Which is kind of hard. Like, dude, it's her money. At no point did the words, I'm not paying for it, I'm not getting it, come out of his mouth. The only thing that came out of her was, you're not getting it. Even after she says, it's my money, he goes, you're not getting it. And she starts crying. She goes, well, I saved all the money that Grandma gave me and all this money and things like that. It's my money. I can do what I want. And then he says he has enough. He's like, well, go talk to your mom then. So she talks to her mom. She's on the phone crying. Why can't I get this? It's my money. My money. And I'm like thinking the whole time, like, well, it is her money. Why can't she spend it in the way that she spends it? I mean, yeah, I get it. It's expensive, but, don't you think that if she's using her money, she could do what I want? Especially if it's Christmas money. This was during Christmas time. If it's Christmas money, depending on how many grandmas she's got, depending on how much she was given, I mean, she has the right. Well, not... Yeah, she does have the right, because it's her money, and she has the right to do what she wants with it. Even though she was, like, maybe elementary, so maybe like 8, 9 years old. But she still has that right, it was her money, But eventually she ends up getting it. I don't know. I guess she had a compromise with her mom or something. I don't know. I didn't tune into that part of the conversation, but that's what ended up happening. And another time was with this girl. This girl was a lot older. This girl had to be maybe 14, maybe 13, between the age of 13 to 15. And she was at the store and she brought items to the counter where I was working at. And so I'm ringing her up. I'm, scanning all the items, and she's getting her money out just so when I say the total, she can grab it. And then her sister, I'm guessing that's her sister because she came in with 2 women, her mom and I'm guessing her sister. And they're at the register with her. The sister comes out with one of the ramune? One of the Japanese sodas, the marble sodas that if you hit it, the marble goes down and you can drink it. I don't know what the marble is, but that's what it was. And she simply had asked the girl, hey, can you buy me this? The girl simply states going, hey, I don't have enough. So meaning she only has enough for the item she wanted to buy, not enough for that, Which I understand. You don't want to spend all your money. You just want to spend enough to where the asking price is and you have money left over, which is always good. I'm always like that. I would like to make sure I have money left over, So she simply states that, hey, I don't have enough. And her mom has the gall that goes, oh, come on. Like, give her attitude like, no. She said, I wanted to chime in and go, no. She said no. She just said it. She only has enough for that. It's like, leave her alone. But I didn't say anything because it was none of my business. But at the same time, I saw them like, what does it matter? She made it clear she does not have enough. This wasn't like the sister, went up to her and goes, "Hey, I'm gonna give you $5. Can you use that to can you use that to get me this? Because I have to go somewhere." It wasn't like that. Or it wasn't like the sister was going to buy it herself and then when she was done, she would purchase it. It wasn't like that, you know. It wasn't like that at all, The woman did not, the girl did not pocket enough for the sister to use it. And to me, I think that's just wrong, and for the mom to try and make her buy her sister that, she was like, okay, like seriously, that's not being cheap. It's like, hey, I don't have enough. I only have enough for this. I don't have enough for all of this to add that up, or I don't have money for that. I only have money for this. I always hated that, I always hated that, why do I need to use my money to buy someone else's whatever they needed? I don't know. Like, I always hated that because it was like, that's always happened to me. I only have enough for this, and yet, oh, can you get me this? Are you gonna pocket the money to help me? Help goes towards that. Because if I only have $50 to buy a phone card, don't be thinking that I have more than $50 to get something else when I only have enough for the phone card. I don't have money for that. I only have money enough for my phone card. Like I said, I'm all for parents teaching their kids a value of $1 and teaching them how to be responsible and make smart purchases with money. I don't like how, oh, you're not going to get that. Yeah, you have your own money, but I'm not going to let you buy it. Excuse me, it's my money. I can do whatever the hell I want with it. If I want to save it, I'll save it. If I want to put it towards, I don't know, stocks, then I'll put it towards stocks. If I want to buy something with it right then and there, then I'm going to buy something with it. I'm not going to have you tell me what I can buy and what I can't buy. Now, if you were using your money, that's different because you have the right to choose how to spend your money. But don't tell me what I can and cannot do and think it is your right to tell me how to spend my money. Absolutely not. I don't care. Okay, it's one thing when you're young, okay, you don't know better. But at the same time, I mean, come on, like, parents are there to teach their kids, the lessons from right is wrong, make good decisions, make good choices, punishment and reward, things like that. But like, okay, you told me if I want something, I need to earn it. Then wouldn't you say I earned it? I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, like I said, I'm all for learning the value of $1. I'm not all for being told what I can and cannot do with my money that I worked for. That's just me. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta keep thoughts to yourself.